Hello, greetings guys. It's Floyd Speed, the trader here. So it's been a while. I haven't made any content. So I'm here today to tell you guys why. It's because my phone got damaged. I was trying to make a content about 2 months ago, and my phone scattered. It fell on the floor, and then the screen scattered. So the world of trading is being a drama. It's really true that US is world power because it's actually showing off. The actions of President Donald Trump is affecting most of the assets in the trading world, be it in commodities, crypto, currencies, metals, energy, virtually everything. So I had an experience this week with Aussie CHF. I got into this trade because Aussie is weak compared to CHF. I got into the trade and then I hit stop loss because I was following a 1 hour trend. But when I started following the overall trend, the one that aligns with 4 hour and daily, I got into the trade. But there's something I read from trading in the zone is that when you're trading in the zone, you tend to have like a foresight of what you're doing. Even before something happens, you feel something's going to happen. So I felt like the trade was going to be tricky due to its price action movement. So I had to exit the trade in little profit. While it was still early, very close to my entry, I exited the trade. And then there was a news where President Donald Trump, was it on Wednesday or Tuesday, thereabout, was to make a speech about I don't know if it's the increased tariff. So when he made the news, there was a spike, and when I checked my analysis the next day, my stop loss was hit, and then the price action was rapid. Price was then moving towards my buyers seriously, and actually a short position. Most of the trades now is shorting, it's just shorting bias. Even gold has joined the trend. So gold was buying Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think this week. But I saw that gold was going to sell. I saw that gold was going to sell, and that's the same way I saw that BTC was still going to sell last week or 2 weeks ago. I called it out in the Fastbull platform where I am, the group where global traders do share their opinions and talk about what they see. And then, some people were against it, but it happened. I'm not saying I'm Mr. Right. I'm just sharing my perspective of what I perceive and what I see technically and fundamentally from the market. Then gold, I actually saw my confluence is told me it was going to sell. Why it was still not clear whether it was going to continue its rally to the upside or if it was going to dip. So I got into the trade on a buy first of all before I even got this my bias of sell, and then it stopped me out. That was when I knew that gold was going to sell, but that wasn't what made me know it was going to sell. So I got into the trade a day before NFP on Thursday, and I was in a little profit. It was actually showing rejection from the zone where I marked out. I exited the trade because I knew NFP was going to be unpredictable. It's time to expect unpredictable. A time to expect uncertainty. So I exited the trade. I waited for NFP, and I actually traded NFP this time. I traded the news. So as the news came out, um, the US dollar momentarily was strong. So it came out positive, you know, non-farm payrolls came out positive. So it means that there was increase in the numbers of people being employed by the government. So dollar against strength, gold lost strength. That is the inverse correlation. And I traded immediately as I saw that gold had broke my support level. I entered the trade and then ran down. So that's it on gold. And right now, I know you guys have not heard me talk about trading gold, but right now I'm trading gold, and it's not only going to be gold; it's going to be gold, crypto, different assets. So long as they are liquid, and so long as it has volatility, because I'm looking for volatility. I used to be scared of it, but right now I'm looking for it because I want to grow, I want to leverage. The world of trading only currencies is not satisfying for me anymore because currencies can be very dramatic. So I'm going to be trading different assets right now. Um, that's just it, guys. It's been long hearing from you guys, and I hope we stay in touch and you know keep up with ourselves. Peace. Take out Explorers. Explorers be the trader.
Hello guys, it's Flawless PT Trader. So here was my trade on gold. So I was anticipating on a sell on gold. I first got into this trade to buy because then it was still my bias was still towards buy, towards long in gold. But I then discovered after I took the loss that gold was going to sell. I checked other things, my confluences, and then I discovered gold was going to sell. So I changed my bias to selling. I had to draw this support level right here because it was pretty obviously a support level where price has been range just making sidewards move. So I got into the trade on Thursday. I was on little profits, but I had to exit the trade because the next day was NFP, and I knew that unpredictables are always to be expected. So I exited the trade. Then I was waiting for NFP. As NFP dropped, here is the candle. As NFP dropped, I got into the trade around here. Just exactly there, I got into the trade and then I ran with the trade. Let me put it on 4 hours so you get to see better. I ran with the trade from here going down to this point, and then it was then rejecting. So it was going back up. You can see the rejection here. I ran to this point, then it came here, it was rejecting. It rejected to this point here. Then I closed my position. I was waiting for it again because I said that okay, this is just like a breather. I got into the trade again from here, then ran with it to about this point. I closed because my PC battery was down and my phone battery was down, so I had to exit. I'll continue shorting gold next week, but I'm not expecting a long-term shorting on gold. I'm expecting gold to drop to this point. If it breaks here, this is my TP1. If it breaks my TP2, I'm expecting it to end there. But if it continue breaking, then I know that gold is in for a little bit of a medium term shorting. So this is it on gold. Um, if you need signals, you can DM me. Terms and conditions applies. Because I noticed that some of the guys who have already made it use signals as a way of holding people down and making people feel bad. Signals doesn't have to be so expensive, so I'm still a beginner trader, so my price isn't how will I put it, it's not aggressive, it's beginner friendly. So seize the opportunity now, and as you can see, forget this week that is here. I did not get in from that particular candle. I got in from this one. That's why I started from the 1 hour. I got in from this one when it broke this support level and got to this area. I got in there and then when I was sure that price wasn't going back up there, when price broke this particular level and it then got to this one and broke it, that was when I had to set my stop loss here. So that's it. I'm still going to show you guys the trade because right now I'm using a cent account. I've been using a cent account ever since I went back to price action full time now. Still using price action with the knowledge of smart money, and then that's it. I discovered a position size calculator that works good for me and is my fxverify.com or fxverify.com. So that's it on gold. Now let me show you guys my trade on. Anyway, I didn't take it, but my analysis played out. It's on USD JPY. Assets are currently shorting, guys. I know some of you will be like, wow, so you trade gold. Never knew you trade gold, flawless. Yes. Now I'm not going to be trading only gold. I'm also going to trade crypto even when I see opportunities because I'm searching for volatility. The world of currency has been dramatic and I'm going to show you. Now this is what played out in my USD JPY. The price action played out good, but before it played out, it was a very psychological game. Look, this is 354 pips, like something, guys. Then Aussie CHF was a drama to me. It has made an all-time low, a very massive one. So here it is. Look how dramatic it is. Look how dramatic it is. I go into this trade from here. Then I had to set my stop loss here because I noticed that price was always pricing this particular level. I had to set it here above this. You can see how I set it. So it was perfect. Price made a double top here and was going all the way down until Mr. Donald Trump came out and made a speech, and we see this red candle, see the the spike he made. Spiked heavily and then it took out my stop loss there, but luckily for me I exited the trade because I was feeling like something tricky was going to happen in this trade, so I exited the trade. So what caused this was the news about tariffs that Trump gave on Thursday, or was it Thursday or so thereabout. So as a trader, one thing I got to know reading the book Trading in the Zone is when you're in the zone, you tend to feel things. Like it tends to give you this foresight and kind of like a supernatural perspective. You just, it's not like you could be right all the time, but sometimes you could just feel something that may be coming. And that was what I felt on this particular one. So I did not take the trade, but you can see what happened. It moved massively to my bias and there was no even sign of pullback. It was all red candles massively moving downwards, and for the first time it made an all-time low. Like, not like for the first time for me witnessing this in the market. From the monthly time frame, you can see it's an all-time low. I've never experienced an all-time low, but I got to see it with Aussie CHF. I'm still looking forward towards trading this pair next week because I still want to grab liquidity from here. I see that Aussie is still weak, so that is why I want to trade Aussie. Aussie is one of the weakest currencies right now in the forex market. CHF is one of the strongest, so it's only best I trade it. And most of them are shorting. Dollar is battling for strength, but overall dollar is weak. So let me see where this might likely retrace to. Hmm. Still, I'll be targeting this level, but I'll just be watching out to know where to retrace to, because this area, this level now is like an is like a support level. So if price get into here, I'll be looking for us to shorten. If price breaks here, I'll be looking for us to shorten from here, anywhere around here. So that's it. So this is just my trade um, analysis, how it went, and my trades. I think today I'm going to show you guys a screenshot of my history for this week in trading. Though I'm always doing this, if I had done it with the competition account, it would have worked out better for me. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I had to run to go do something real quick. So every month, I'm always opening a competition account with Funded Next, with the anticipation of getting a funded account, being in and getting a funded account. So I missed out. Like I deliberately did not take the trade on gold on the account because I did not want to risk it. The previous day I had already reached close to 1%, which is the maximum daily drawdown for a day. So I felt like no, I don't know why I always start off with the accounts like that. So I felt like no, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to trade on it until next week. So next week, if I see good setups, I'm going to jump on it, and I'll be taking more trades on gold because of the volatility. So whatever happens, I take it fast. Currencies are very dramatic. So this is it, guys. Then let me show you my take on BTC. I'm still expecting a drop on BTC. I'm expecting BTC to drop. Expecting it to drop to 73,000, 73.9K dollars. Then I will invest. Investor. US stocks are down, man. US stocks are down. Tesla, Microsoft, rest. Wow. Tesla dropped 10.42%. Well, I'm still expecting it to drop more. Expecting Tesla to drop to this point. Expecting it to get to 205.30. So that's it, guys. Stay safe. Peace. Remember, it's Flawless Be the Trader.